Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you a very simple head wrap tutorial. This is actually a condensed version of the full tutorial that I had on my TikTok recently. Persons were asking me to do a full version, so I decided to do that for you guys. The head wrap I'm going to be using in this video is by Wrap Sisters. It's a Jamaican brand that has lots of different hair accessories. They have scrunchies, headbands, hair ties, satin bonnets, and things like that. They have a wide variety of colors and materials. They're really cute and they're really good quality. So here are a few of the other things that I got from Wrap Sisters. I'm going to have their information linked in the description in case you want to check them out. The satin bonnet I'm wearing right here is actually by another Jamaican brand called Nappy African Crown. They have lots of different satin bonnets to choose from, and I'm going to have them linked in the description as well. This satin scarf was not by a company. I actually just went to the fabric store, bought some satin and stitched off the edges so it wouldn't fray. And under the headscarf, this is what my hair looks like. It's been in twists for about 2 weeks, so it's kind of fuzzy, which is fine because we're going to be covering most of it with the head wrap anyway. So to start off, you want to make sure that your hair is on top of your head in either a puff or a bun. I have seen persons with shorter hair put something to replace their hair, like a rolled up sock or another rolled up headscarf or something like that, but you need something that's gonna act as an anchor for your head wrap. This right here is my very own flaxseed gel. I've altered the formula just a little bit, but it's pretty much the same as the DIY flaxseed gel video that I posted recently, which will also be linked in the description. And you could definitely skip this step, like you don't have to put gel in your hair, but because the front part of my hair was going to be left out of the head wrap, I wanted it to be very smooth, so I just put a small amount of gel and brushed it in with a toothbrush. I'm using a toothbrush because it's really soft and I'm trying to be very gentle on my edges. Then I'm gonna take my headscarf and tie it down so it's nice and flat when I take it off. You also don't have to do this step. Actually, there's so many things in this video that you don't absolutely have to do, but because persons wanted to see what my process was like, I decided to add in everything that I would normally do for this hairstyle. And one of those things is to add beads on the ends of those two twists at the front. I'm using a hairpin because I broke the beading tool that came with it, but the process is pretty much the same. And when you're done putting all of the beads on your hair, of course you want to add an elastic band at the end so that the beads don't fall off. You're gonna see that the side with the beads looks longer than the sides that don't have the beads, and that's one of the reasons I like to have beads on my hair, because they're really cute and stylish in my opinion, but they also help to keep your hair elongated as well. Alright, this lighting was not doing it any justice. The head wrap is actually a very bright, almost neon kind of orange, like you can see here. Also, the material is very soft and it stretches in all directions. The first thing I'm gonna do is create a 3 to 4 inch fold at one of the longer ends of the material and then turn that so it's facing my head or so that it's on the wrong side. Next, I'm gonna put it on my head so that it lines up pretty much with where the hair starts at the back of my head. Pull it down so it's nicely in place, and then I'm gonna cross it at front, but I'm also going to make sure that there's a piece of material covering the hair at the top of my head so it's not exposed while I'm wrapping. So again, I'm crossing the two pieces of material at the front, making sure that my hair is all covered, and then I'm simply going to twist all the way down the length of the material. Same thing, just a different angle. I'm doing my twists fairly tight, but you can do it looser if that's what you prefer. After finishing the twist, you're simply going to take that length of material and wrap it around the base of the bun that you've created. You go around it as many times as you need to, and you tug on it slightly so that it doesn't fall out of place. Once you've come to the end of your material, you're going to tuck it under a section that's already been rolled, making sure that it goes under it completely. Even if you can see a small portion of it, then that's really not a problem. The aim here is to get it secure so it doesn't fall out of place. And once you've done all those things, then your head wrap is done. The only thing you would be doing after this is like doing your edges or those cute little rolly hairs at the side of your head or stuff like that, but your head wrap is actually completely finished at this point. So you're gonna see me doing some of those things now. That's why I have my flaxseed gel. Again, I'm gonna do those roly-polies at the side, and then I'm gonna do my edges and a couple other things. When I was thinking about doing this video, I wasn't very sure, because to me this is such a simple head wrap, and that's saying a lot because I've never been able to do a head wrap so easily ever, and I really like head wraps. I like seeing people do head wraps, I like trying them for myself, but they're always so difficult to get the right shape or to get it sitting properly on my head. Usually when I do a head wrap, it just feels like it's gonna fall off. Sometimes it does fall off, and then I just can't. But what I realized with this material is that it stretches, and the stretch actually really helps to keep it in place. It's like I can tug on it a bit more and make it a bit tighter, but because it has so much stretch, it doesn't feel tight on my head, it doesn't feel uncomfortable, and it sits really snug and it fits in place. So I'm really happy that this material is stretchy. None of the other head wraps that I have stretch, and I think that's really the reason why I've been having such a hard time. So if you have stretch material, consider using that for a head wrap if you're having some of the same issues that I'm having. So what I'm doing now is trying to neaten up the roots of those two twists in the front, because again, I've had it twisting for a while, so it was looking really fuzzy. So I just applied some more flaxseed gel and rolled them and then secure them in place with some hairpins, and then I'm gonna take my satin scarf again and just tie it down so that everything is locked in place. After that, I took like 2 or 3 minutes to put on some eyeliner. Not really sure if you guys can tell, but trust me, it's there. And then I took off my headscarf, of course, but for the final time, hit myself in the eyes with some beads, and this is what we have. So this is the final look. Everything is secure and in place. As I said, this head wrap tutorial is Super easy, made even easier by the fact that the material is stretchy. I will be linking Wrap Sisters and Nappy African Crown in the description, so you should definitely go check out their Instagram. If you haven't checked out my Instagram, then it is right here and it's also in the description. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of the video. I really appreciate you being here, and you will see me next time.